Rasty McGibbon with Bob Bucher, Mizzou Men's Division III head coach. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Big win for you guys. You know, pool play is its own animal, as you well know. I would say probably going into that game, you guys were in the driver's seat because, correct me if I'm wrong, you win or tie and you advanced.
Correct. Correct. Yeah, it was. It came down to the game before us between Michigan State and Central Maine. Yeah. You know, if Michigan State had won that game and we lost the game, then it was going to be a three-way tie between ourselves, Air Force, and Michigan State. So it was. They had a battle before us, and as what just happened, Air Force was a battle. Absolutely.
How do you like pool play? You know, since my 19 years with the ACHA, I've been a D2 guy for a lot of it. I've always really liked the pool play. Do you?
Yeah. So I was a D2 guy when I was a coach at Missouri State, and loved the pool play. Loved regionals. We don't have regionals at D3. You know, so it's a little different, but pool play's great. It gives everybody a chance to play against teams that you don't normally see during the season. Kind of measure yourself up against everybody.
And another thing that I think is awesome, okay, if you look at the 16 teams that were here in Men's Division III this year, 4 of them, I'm trying to think, yeah. So 4 of them were first time ever at a national tournament, okay? You had Central Maine, you had Colby from Maine, you had Sacred Heart, and you had St. Vincent, all first time. Yep. You look at the guys from Maine, I mean, if they'd been on the bus, you know, like if they were going back on a bus, they wouldn't get there till sometime in mid-April. You know what I mean? But I mean, to be able to get out here and to get guaranteed 3 games is a big deal, don't you think?
Yeah, it's huge. It's huge. I was also part of a D1 at Missouri State, and I remember that whole one and done thing, and I'm like, for teams traveling that distance, it's difficult.
Now you talk about teams traveling a distance. I was in for probably about 3 minutes of the overtime period. I didn't catch the winning goal. This is like a home game for you guys. Tell me about the fan support.
Fan support's huge. In fact, had we been on either one of the other 2 rinks, we probably would have had 2,000, 3,000 people here. It's because Mizzou is so close to St. Louis, whether it's our hockey alumni or whether it's kids from St. Louis that are looking to go to Mizzou, play hockey at Mizzou, or just the general area that watches the football team, watches the basketball team from the old days. They're Mizzou fans, and they hear that we're playing, they showed up.
So give me a plug. I'm a high school player from St. Louis.
Yep.
I want to get a higher education. I want to become a student athlete. Why do I pick Mizzou?
The hockey team's a family. So if that's what you want, if playing hockey as well as going to school, the hockey team's a family. It's instant support for each guy that's a part of the team, whether it's us as adults, whether it's the other players. The university itself, you look at the football team over the last 12 months, they're on the rise. It's an SEC school. All around, academically, you have a med school, you have a vet school, you have a law school, they have a top journalism school in the country, right? Top 5 anyway. Yeah. Business school is fantastic. So, educationally, you want to be there, right? Hockey-wise, we're trying to make it that case as well, right? So, last year the team advanced to nationals in Boston. That was a big push, right? I think they finished in the final 8 anyway. And it opened eyes and opened doors for what has come this year. And we're moving to M2 next year. So the recruits, the players interested, they're more widespread. We're starting to hit the Chicago area, starting to hit the Texas area. It's a great time. It's a great time to go to Mizzou and be a student athlete.
One of the words that you just used was support.
Yep.
Obviously, if you're planning on making the jump, you've got to have a lot of school support. Talk to me a little bit about that. If you want to mention some names of guys at school that with administration or athletics that really help you guys out, I'm happy.
So, there's probably 200, 220 clubs within the Mizzou structure. So financial support, there wasn't a whole lot that they could do for us. However, once we qualified for nationals, they stepped up their support for us. In terms of fan support, our rig's 22 miles from campus. It's in Jefferson City, which is the capital of Missouri, right? So we kind of have a dual city support structure.
Yeah.
On Friday nights, we tend to get a lot of the students from Mizzou and a lot of people from Columbia at the games. On Saturdays, because it's football day, we get a big crowd from the Jeff City area.
Okay.
So we play in front of 800 plus on a Friday night, sell the place out, and on Saturday we'll play in front of 650. It's crazy, and a lot of these people that came to our games this weekend so far, they travel from Columbia to be here. It's been amazing.
Yeah. One thing that I'm noticing, you know, this is my 19th year with the ACHA. I think that Missouri is a real hockey state that kind of goes under the radar. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. There was, I can't remember which NHL draft there was 3 or 4 years ago. There were 5 guys from St. Louis that went in the first round. So, you know, because you have such huge support from the ex-NHLers, once they retire, they stay here.
Right.
And they get into the coaching realm, right? They're coaching AAA. They help us out locally in terms of the coaching staffs, right? Education-wise. And kids enjoy the fact they can play in front of mom and dad, easy 1 hour, 2 hour trip to our home rinks. And because the teams are located centrally, whether it's Illinois or whether it's Missouri, oftentimes it's less than a 4 hour drive for parents, for family, for friends to come and see us. That's been a huge interest and a huge draw. Plus the teams have done pretty well. You know, you look at M1, you got Missouri State, you got Maryville, both qualified this year for nationals. You got at M2, Lindenwood, it will be right there. In fact, I think they're ranked #1 going into it. I don't know. I think Maryville got knocked out at the D2 level. I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I've not looked that far forward yet.
But then you look here, and you've got Missouri State, us. You got Arkansas, which is 3 hours away, right? As a U18 coach for the last 5 years, 6 years, I was sending kids to Arkansas left and right. They've got 9 kids from St. Louis on the roster. So because we have AAA, we have the AAA Blues, Card Shield AAA, and then you have the Chesterfield Central States teams and the Afton Central States teams. The development has been really, really, really good. You know, we like them to move to a year of juniors. You got the St. Louis Junior Blues here in town. Some of those AAA kids get to go NA. In fact, Andrew, who you're going to talk to next, is a product of AAA here in St. Louis, and then the NA.
Okay.
So, you know, we've been very fortunate, very lucky. Like I said, the support from the NHL, players that retire, they've really helped us build the dynamics of the players that we have.
Excellent. Well, hey, congratulations, and best of luck in the next 2 games.
Thanks.
And one of my favorite sayings: "All women love a sharp-dressed man."
Yes, they do.
This is Bob Bucher, Mizzou Men's Division III with their pool play win here at the 2024 National Championship.